Hello, everyone. This is MMA Interesting Prospects podcast. Today, our guest is Jerrod Winston, who will fight on APFC 19, July 27th. Hello, Jerrod. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, and you will be back in action in just few weeks. It will be your return fight to APFC. I think that one of the best promotions, like regional promotions in the UFC, in the US. And
Yes, sir.
if you can tell me how do you feel before this fight and the thing that you are returning to APFC.
I'm actually feeling really excited. I get to show out in front of my favorite two of my favorite fighters actually. Anthony Pettis, Anthony Showtime Pettis. I'm getting it right because I'm on the same management company as him. Well, he's the owner of management company. And then I'm getting a fight in front of Justin Gaethje as well. So I'm pretty excited about that.
And before you fought a few times in a different promotion, it was Art of Scrap.
Yes, yes.
For now, do you have a contract with only APFC or maybe Art of Scrap too, or is it like more of the one and five, one and done deals?
Actually, it's like both. So, Artist Crab is like my hometown fight promotion, and then our APFCs were my management. They fight. I fight for them as well. So I fight for both promotions, like back to forth, or whoever has to fight for me. I just show up and get down.
And I think that it is great that you are not fighting only in one promotion. You've got two, and because of that, you probably can be busy.
Literally.
And actually, when I watched your fights and checked your record, I saw that you are on the quite long winning streak because except your pro fights, you also won like five last fights as the amateur and also a few kickboxing bouts. So it's actually quite a long one.
Yes, yes.
And for the kickboxing, do you plan also to return to this kind of combat sport, or it was just to try it and you will be more focused on MMA?
Just focus on MMA. Unless they get a chance, I do karate combat. But for now, we are just now all MMAs to get to the UFCs and straight to WWE.
So the like WWE thing is quite an interesting one because of course it's like the like pro wrestling it's a kind of a phenomenon. I think that it's that of course everybody knows that it is scripted, like everybody, maybe not everybody, but there are like ton of people who really loves it. And if you can tell me, what do you think is like the like one magical thing, let's say, about WWE or wrestling overall that people love this kind of thing?
I'm gonna just say the entertainment part because like who do you know is gonna jump off the top of a cage and like land on somebody and then come back and still be ready to fight, be ready to still be in action, or go through a table or get buried through a table and still come back still ready to fight, or get hit with a steel table or a steel chair or steel stairs and still have adrenaline and still ready to fight. Not many people are able to do that. So that's one. I feel like the entertainment part and like the great storyline from WWE. That's what make everyone like their peak interest. Like it's been going on since the '80s, and it's still going and building to this day. So that's one. I feel like that's the main reason people still are attached to it. Because when I went to go see Royal Rumble back in January, and no, the end of February, the beginning of February. There you go. It was a sold out crowd in Lucas Oil Stadium. So yeah, it's a big phenomenal show.
And actually, I think that this kind of storytelling of creating personalities, it's also can be really helpful in MMA because, of course, you have to be like a great fighter, have skills in all areas, but in the end, it's good that if you are charismatic and or you can like create this kind of storylines a little bit, sometimes even a drama, of course, on the like not being like super, let's say, offensive or like to offend people, but it's a little bit like Chelson did it for a long time. A little bit some other fighters, of course, like Conor McGregor. So it can definitely be helpful in like bringing new fans to the sport.
Literally.
And about wrestling, because you mentioned Royal Rumble, what kind of do you prefer, like watching WrestleMania, like maybe WrestleMania main event, on or the other show, like maybe Royal Rumble, because it's like obvious that it's also one of the kind match.
Royal Rumble's like at least 60 entertainers performing all on the same night, back to back to back. And Royal Rumble's like the Super Bowl for WWE. So I'm gonna say Royal Rumble because I'm gonna say WrestleMania because that's where the champions show out on a stage of immortals. So that's what I'm gonna say. Definitely WrestleMania. One day I would love to be on the show or go to a show because it's literally the Super Bowl for WWE, and and it's not one day anymore; it's 2 days. That's how big it is. So, I would love to go see it and love to be even more be a part of the show.
And probably your like great results in MMA can help you, because of course you are undefeated right now. But when you get to the UFC, you get some new fans. I think that in this stage, of course, you are also a heavyweight, so it's definitely also a good thing. I think that when you get to the UFC, maybe being like close to the title, it will be a little bit bigger chance for you to be seen in WWE.
Yes, yes. I just like one reason I'm a big fan of it because I like Brock Lesnar. He was like one of my big inspirations as a kid growing up because I seen how he was a phenomenal wrestler in college, and then he went to WWE and he dominated there, became a champion. Then he went to the UFC. I wanted to go different. I want to go straight to the MMA training, straight to UFC, and then fingers crossed we can go straight to WWE, and then maybe retire there too.
And if you can talk a bit about your beginnings in MMA, when you start the MMA training, how many years of experience in other combat sport did you have at that point?
Oh wow! So the first combat sport I actually did was karate back when I was in middle school, and I was like, sheesh. Back in '06, '07, and then I started doing karate. And then after that, I stopped doing karate. I went straight to doing football in middle school. And then from there, it was I just stayed on my studies. And then my junior and senior years when I did play football. And then I met my coach my senior year of high school. He saw me do a deep squat during the pledge. No, the moment of silence. He saw me do a deep squat during the moment of silence. He said, "Oh wow, that's pretty nice." He said, what do you have plans after high school? I said, I actually have no idea. I'll probably be a police officer. And I told him my dreams of being in the WWE. He said, well, I have a MMA gym. You should check it out. He invited me out there twice. Not first time in high school. Then I graduated. He saw me again in June. Then I finally came out there in November of 2013. Fell in love with it and becoming ever since 2013. And that's how we clicked. We connected, and I loved it. Fell in love with it. I had my first fight in 2018, won that one,
And
and
about yes, yes.
I lost three in a row. And ever since then, I stopped trying to be in my brother's shadow because he's an artist, really good artist. And so I stopped being in his shadow. And I said, "No what? There's no plan B for me. Just let's go all in with this." And then that was a switch for me right there. We stayed locked in with this, and then we been winning ever since.
Yes, and this moment that you lost this free fights can could be a little bit like maybe disappointing, right? Because in the end, when you have this kind of big dreams and you lose few, it's probably can be discouraging for a like up and coming fighter.
Literally.
But in the end, it's good that you stayed in the sport,
Yes, yes.
because right now
Yes,
you are undefeated for few years now.
yes, it really has. And it's been a blessing. I got to be my favorite fighter, John Jones and Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis, I fight for this show twice before he signed me on his management company, Showtime Management Group. And then I made my pro debut on their first show in Richmond, Virginia. Dominated there in the first round, and then yeah, he loved me, and we've been there ever since.
So I don't think that APFC has a like heavyweight champion. So maybe it would be like good idea to give you a title shot, bring some
Yeah,
maybe also a undefeated guy, make a good heavyweight fight, and the winner will go to the like maybe like contender series.
yes, yeah. That's the actually honestly that's the goal for the end of the year is to have not one but two title fights this year, and in my career here in like the regional scene for APFC and Artist Scrap. So I'll have two promotion champion. I was say two division, but I'm saying the heavyweight. We ain't cutting them away now.
And right now, do you have like a favorite heavyweight to watch?
Sheesh, since I've been a little sad since my my favorite heavyweight retired, John Jones. I do like Francis Ngannou. I like I will say Alex Erling. Now what's his name? He's the heavyweight champ right now. Dang it, I'm name dropping it right now.
Like you,
I do
you mean
like
Thomas Pinal?
yes, Tom Aspinall. I do like him. And I do like Cyril Gahn.
Yes, and I think that they will be a fight. They will be fighting each other in next fight, and also I think that maybe like 10 years ago, the heavyweight division was kind of crazy because there was Kane, there was Junior dos Santos, like Alistair Overeem. So it's like it was like bunch of like super great heavyweights, and probably right now it's like a little bit shallow division, let's say.
Yes, yes. So maybe they just need me to step up and be in the ranks too now.
And I think that in the heavyweight division right now, if you like win two fights in the UFC, you can be ranked even like around top 10. so so
Really?
so actually maybe like next year or in like 15 months, you could be ranked top 10 ranked heavyweight.
That would be the goal, and it will be a beautiful blessing because I'm like, wow, my dreams are really unfolding in front of my eyes, and I'm just consistency is literally the key when it comes to your dreams and goals.
And also, you mentioned a few times Anthony Pettis. I'm actually really big fan of him too, because all of the great things that he did for so many years. But if you can pick one like moment or maybe one fight from his career, what do you like cherish the most?
Probably the one moment for me is when he probably beats Ben Henderson not once but three times, including the Showtime kick itself. I've been trying to do it myself so many times. If it I've been working a lot of my explosiveness to like get my jump higher. So you might see me do it at APFC 18 and the cage. So I might do that right there. And I also like when he did beat him again in the Karate Comeback too. So yeah, he's one of my biggest fans, and he really does inspire me a lot. So don't tell him I told you that, but yeah, he definitely is a great inspiration too.
And I think that I really liked what he did because of course he was like a WEC champion, UFC champion. Then he went to featherweight division. A few years after he went to welterweight division, fighting and knocking out Stephen Thompson. So he tried many things, of course, like karate combat, like fighting Roy Jones Jr. So he did so many like fights and great fights and like side quests even.
Yes,
So
sure.
it's like it was super impressive.
Yes, I do. I like him a lot. Like I said, he's a very great inspiration. So that's why I keep going and don't stop. Because for the longest time, I did not know why he fought was because his father was being killed, and so he had to make some changes, and he made some became a fighter for his family. So like for myself, that's like no one was actually killed in my family, but a lot of my family members look up to me, and I kind of see myself back to WWE right quick as like the tribal chief or like the head of my table, Roman Reigns, and so that's why I put a lot of pressure on my back, but I have a big broad shoulders. So I'm able to handle it, and so that's why I go so hard for my in the gym and for my family, and definitely for myself.
So what is like your official prediction for your upcoming fight?
Probably most likely TKO. And if I do see it and we do go to the ground, I'm definitely going to use my Bramora. The Bramora is like also known as the Kimura, but and at the Fight Lab, we call it the Bramora because I use it, I perfected it, and 9 times out of 10 it works. The only time it did not work is when I had the flu, and I fought with the flu and I won. So yeah, that's the only time it did not work for me because I didn't have the strength for it.
Yes, and you had three amateur wins by like this Kimura, so it's like also a super impressive thing.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Jerrod, so many thanks for the time and for conversation. Right now, I think that you are one of the like best regional heavyweights, and I hope that with like maybe additional two wins, we can see you in the UFC. But right now, I hope that everything will be okay with this fight, and maybe your next fight will be for a title.
Yeah, which should be a blessing because I've never actually been a champion in my life, besides like a champion in life, if that makes sense. So yeah, it would be truly a blessing to have a title fight, if not one but two. So if it happens, I'd be very grateful for and very grateful for it.